The W14 New Upgrades. This is another episode from your favorite Formula One review channel. In today's episode, we will focus on the new upgrades the Mercedes-AMG F1 team will be bringing to their new Formula One car, the W14. F1 launch season is one of the busiest phases of the year, as teams pull the covers off their new challengers and set out key targets for the campaign ahead. Mercedes, like every other team, has announced the launch date of their 2023 Formula One car, the W14, which will take place on the 15th of February 2023 at Silverstone, just a day after their rival Ferrari launch of their new Formula One car. But before we dive into the new upgrades, let us have a recap of the W13 during the 2022 Formula One season and how their key driver Lewis Hamilton performed. The Mercedes-AMG F1 W13, with the exception of the car's drivetrain, was an all-new car designed to conform to the new FIA regulations in effect as of 2022. The car was officially unveiled at the Silverstone circuit, with Hamilton and Russell completing an inaugural shakedown on 18 February 2022. During the 3 testing days, the car completed 384 laps, a total of 2,078 kilometers, equivalent to 6.7 race distances. Both tests showed that the car appeared to be suffering handling and balance problems, partly due to excessive porpoising, with Hamilton riding off the team's chances of winning the first race of the season. The W13 underwent a significant change with an almost side podless design. This design was used throughout the Bahrain test and became the primary design for the team. From a new turbocharger and fuel management system, Mercedes managed to increase 20 more horsepower from the new M13 e-Performance power unit, resulting in a total maximum power output of 800 kilowatts. The 2022 F1 season proved the most challenging for the 8 times Constructors' Championship winners, which saw them winning only 1 race and securing 1 pole position, all thanks to George Russell. Mercedes eventually ended the 2022 season 3rd, and their drivers Russell and Hamilton finishing 4th and 6th, respectively, for the Drivers' Championship, which is their worst performance in 8 years, especially for Lewis Hamilton. Speaking on the Beyond the Grid podcast, Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff explained how the squad adapted to their 2022 woes, and how he hopes the challenges faced will ultimately make them a stronger force. At the end, it comes back to the sentence, "The days we lose are the days our competitors will regret, because we learn the most. Hopefully the future will be proof of that," he said. "With our learnings, the values in the team, the empowerment, and the no-blame culture, I think we will be back in a more potent form next year. Hopefully winning races on merit and fighting for the championship. But is it a given? Certainly not." Now that we are done with the recap of previous season, we will now move on to the most important section of this episode, which is the new upgrades to the W14. So strap up your seatbelts. Speaking to the media, Mercedes chief Toto Wolff revealed the designs and concept of W14. He said, "It is full of surprises." He explained the progress that the team had gone through during the winter break. When he saw the car last time, it was almost the same as W13. Still, there were hopes that it would not be the same. Now the team is aware that they need to adjust to the new regulations of the ground floor effect and accept that the turbo hybrid era is over. Now, Wolff is trying to assure aesthetic quality in the car. Despite the same appearance, the DNA of the car will be changed. Speaking more about the Mercedes factory, Toto Wolff said, "I am pretty much like you as you think about the car. When I go to the wind tunnel, I found that W14 looks the same as last year's W13. But the engineers said to me that it is totally different underneath." About the design of the 2023 Mercedes car, Wolff says that this time the concept is based on the airflow, the weight distribution, and the aeromap. The zero-side pod will remain, though with a completely redesigned aerodynamic map and suspension. The W14 will be starting the season close to the minimum weight. Mercedes is also rumored to make changes to their gearbox with a different arrangement to the critical rear suspension. Nevertheless, fans are worried that the W14 looks the same as the W13. What if it works the same? However, Toto Wolff wants to assure them that looks does not matter. What matters is situated underneath. Like and subscribe to the channel for more F1 content.